Good morning students. Welcome back to my channel and let's start with today's topic. Today we will cover about fertilizer and basic terminologies used in fertilizers. Okay, so in this lecture we will cover what fertilizer is, what are different types of fertilizer. Okay, what are inside a fertilizer. If you say inside a fertilizer bag, what are the materials we found? Is it only the nutrient or something else? So let's begin to the topic. Okay, so what a fertilizer is? If I will ask you, what you will answer? You will simply answer that a fertilizer is anything that we supply nutrient through it. By applying it, we can supply nutrient to the plant, right? So what a fertilizer is? A fertilizer is a natural or artificial substance. Remember, natural or artificial substance that contains elements that improves growth and productivity of a plant. So what is that element? That is the essential nutrients. Mainly we are applying NPK through fertilizers because they are the major nutrients which are required in plant growth and productivity. So what are the different types of fertilizer? There are different classifications of fertilizer, right? So based on number of primary nutrients, what are the number of primary nutrients we are applying through the fertilizer? Based on that, we have four kinds of fertilizers. One is straight fertilizer, another is complex fertilizer, then mixed fertilizer, then complete fertilizer. What are all these? So let's begin with the straight fertilizer. What is a straight fertilizer? Straight fertilizers are the fertilizers which apply only single major nutrient. Either it may nitrogen, it may phosphorus, it may potassium. So like for example, if we apply urea, if we say urea, then that is a straight fertilizer because it applies only nitrogen as a major nutrient supply to the plant. Then if we say SSP, single superphosphate, then it only apply phosphorus to the plant as a primary major nutrient. No? So that is a straight fertilizer. Then complex fertilizer. The second one is complex fertilizer. What is a complex fertilizer? It applies either two or more than two primary major nutrient. Right? Suppose for example we are applying DAP. DAP contains nitrogen and phosphorus. Right? So that is an example of complex fertilizer. Next we have mixed fertilizer. What is a mixed fertilizer? Mixed fertilizer is any fertilizer which have two or more either straight fertilizer or straight and complex fertilizer. Right? So what is a mixed fertilizer? This is a physical mixture of two fertilizers. So why we use mixed fertilizer? Because this is easy. If we go for one by one, then it is labor cost will be more. And if we mix the fertilizer, whatever required for that crop, then we can easily apply them. Okay, so there are disadvantages also, there are limitations also. So we will cover it later on. Then another is complete fertilizer. Fourth one is complete fertilizer. We discussed straight fertilizer, we discussed complex fertilizer, we discussed mixed fertilizer, then another is complete fertilizer. What is a complete fertilizer? A complete fertilizer is any fertilizer that contains three major nutrients. That is NPK. That is a complete fertilizer. Suppose Suphala, suppose Gromor, they contain all the three major nutrients. Primary major nutrient N, P and K. So those are complete fertilizer. So next classification is based on nutrient content. Some are said low analysis fertilizer, some are said high analysis fertilizer. Okay. If any fertilizer it supplies less than 25% of the major or primary nutrient, then those fertilizers are classified as low analysis fertilizer. Suppose for example SSP. that supply only 16%, like 16 kg of phosphorus, the primary nutrient. So that is an example of low analysis fertilizer. What is high analysis fertilizer? If any fertilizer contains more than 25% primary nutrient, that is known as high analysis fertilizer. So for example, urea, for example DAP, they contains more than 25% nitrogen. In case of urea, like 46, it contains 46% of nitrogen. Then in case of DAP, 18% nitrogen and 46% phosphorus. So these are high analysis fertilizer. So next classification is based on nutrient supply. Suppose it is supplying nitrogen, suppose it is supplying phosphorus, suppose it's supplying potassium, and there are some special fertilizers. There are some enriched fertilizers, there are some customized fertilizer. Okay, so let me go one by one. Okay, so what are the nitrogenous fertilizers? Nitrogenous fertilizers are again classified as amide fertilizer, nitrate fertilizer, ammoniacal fertilizer, then mixture of both nitrate and ammoniacal fertilizers. Okay, so suppose if we say amide fertilizer, we have urea, calcium cyanamide, these are amide fertilizers. Then nitrate fertilizer, we have sodium nitrate, calcium nitrate, potassium nitrate, these are nitrate fertilizer. Then ammoniacal fertilizer, we have ammonium sulfate, we have ammonium chloride, we have anhydrous ammonium. Okay, then nitrate and ammonium mixture, then ammonium sulfate nitrate, calcium ammonium nitrate. Okay, ammonium nitrate, this contains both nitrate and ammoniacal form of nitrogenous fertilizers. Okay, then if we say phosphatic fertilizers, they are mainly classified according to their solubility. Suppose some phosphatic fertilizers are classified as water soluble phosphatic fertilizer, some are citric acid soluble phosphatic fertilizer, some are both water and citric acid non-soluble. Okay, so for example, if we say water soluble phosphatic fertilizer, those are SSP, DSP, TSP, MAP, DAP. These are water soluble phosphatic fertilizer. Then if we say citric acid soluble phosphatic fertilizer, then we have basic slag, bone meal. Then if we have if we say for example the water and citric acid non-soluble phosphatic fertilizer, those who have rock phosphate are the example. So why we classify all these phosphatic fertilizer? Suppose we are having water soluble phosphatic fertilizer, so those are mainly applied to neutral and alkaline soils. Okay, and they are mainly preferred by short duration crops, right? And citric acid soluble phosphatic fertilizers and the water and citric acid non-soluble phosphatic fertilizer like rock phosphate, they are generally applied to long duration crops and they are generally applied to acidic soil. Their efficiency is higher in those soil and those plant condition. Okay, so then again we are switching to potassic fertilizers. We will discuss one by one for every fertilizers in next lecture. So next, potassic fertilizer. So we have carnallite, kyanite, langbeinite, MOP, potassium sulfate. So mostly we are using potassium sulfate and potassium chloride, that is MOP, right? So where we are not using potassium chloride, we are using potassium sulfate. Why we are not using potassium chloride in some cases? Because those crops which have like bulky accumulation in their produce, like potato, then sugarcane, like some starchy foods, if we apply like tobacco also, if we apply potassium chloride there, the chlorine that affects that translocation process, right? If we apply tobacco, in tobacco especially, if we apply much chlorine, then it degrades that that texture of that tobacco leaf. Okay, so that's why we are not applying potassium chloride there. We are applying potassium sulfate there. Okay, so again there are certain specialized fertilizer, like to enhance the efficiency of that fertilizer, there are certain modification is there. So like neem coated urea. So now government has supplying 100% subsidies for neem coated urea. Whatever we will produce in the manufacturing sector, we will produce that neem coated urea. Okay. So then there are some fortified like fertilizers, some enriched fertilizers, which contains like some micronutrients extra, like zincated urea. Okay, they are marketed also. Then some customized fertilizers are there. They are customized according to the crop need. Okay, they are also there. So the next classification is based on soil reaction. What is soil reaction? That is pH. Okay, I have discussed earlier, but yes, we will discuss in another class what is soil pH and how it affects, how soil pH increase, how soil pH decrease in soil. That we will cover. So based on soil reaction, whenever we apply any fertilizer, that affects that soil reaction, because we are applying it directly to the soil. So the chemical process occurs and it affects the soil reaction. It makes soil acidic, it makes soil basic. Some neutral fertilizer also there. So what is the classification? According to soil reaction, that is acid forming fertilizers, basic fertilizers and neutral fertilizers. Suppose for example anhydrous ammonia, ammonium sulfate, if we apply it to the soil, then it forms acidity. Then if we apply sodium nitrate, calcium cyanamide, they will form basic nature, they will increase the basicity of the soil. Then there are some neutral fertilizers also there, like calcium ammonium nitrate, that is neutral fertilizer. So what is equivalent acidity? Based on acidity development, equivalent acidity, and based on basicity development by applying that fertilizer, we have equivalent basicity of that fertilizer. So what is equivalent acidity? The amount of calcium carbonate required to neutralize the acid release or acid residue developed by that acid forming fertilizer in soil. So what is equivalent acidity? The amount of calcium carbonate required to neutralize the acid residue developed by acid forming fertilizer in soil. Okay, generally to ameliorate the acid soil, we are using calcium carbonate, that is lime. So the amount of lime required or calcium carbonate required to neutralize that acidity, whatever developed by that particular fertilizer, that is known as acid equivalent. So for anhydrous ammonia, the acid equivalent is 148. For ammonium chloride, it is 128. For ammonium sulfate nitrate, the equivalent acidity is 93. For ammonium sulfate, the equivalent acidity is 110. For ammonium phosphate, the equivalent acidity is 86. For urea, the equivalent acidity is 80. So what do you mean by that? So these values that indicate, suppose for anhydrous ammonia, the equivalent acidity is 148. So what do you mean by that? Suppose we are applying 100 kg of suppose we are applying anhydrous ammonia 100 kg, whatever acidity it develops in soil, to neutralize that amount of acidity, we have to apply 148 kg of calcium carbonate or lime. So that is why we calculate equivalent acidity. Then there is equivalent basicity for basic fertilizers. If we apply those fertilizers, if it develops certain basicity, then we have to we have to calculate the equivalent basicity for that. So basic residues developed by the fertilizers expressed as equivalent calcium carbonate. There is minor difference you have to if you go through the definitions. So what is equivalent basicity? The basic residues developed by the fertilizers expressed as equivalent calcium carbonate. So what are the values? For calcium nitrate, the equivalent basicity is 21. For dicalcium phosphate, the equivalent basicity is 25. For sodium nitrate, the equivalent basicity is 29. And for calcium cyanamide, the equivalent basicity is 63. Right? So then there are certain terms we have to know in fertilizer. No? Fertilizer grade. What is the fertilizer grade? Fertilizer grade is the minimum guaranteed percentage of N, P2O5 and K2O contained in that fertilizer. That is minimum. The manufacturer sector, they have to maintain that minimum amount of N-P2O5 and K2O in that fertilizer. So what is fertilizer ratio? That is the relative percentage of nitrogen, phosphorus and N-P2O5 and K2O, relative percentage of N-P2O5 and K2O in that fertilizer. Okay, so in fertilizer, we do not expect that the 100% of fertilizer should be that chemical. So there are certain filler material also there that adds weight to that material, that adds bulkiness to that material. So handling would be easier. Okay, those are known as fillers. Then certain conditioners are also there. So what is conditioner? Conditioners are low-grade organic materials added to the fertilizer to reduce caking and improve physical condition. What is conditioner? Conditioners are low-grade organic materials. They are the low-grade organic materials which are added to the fertilizers to reduce caking, to reduce that absorption of moisture from the atmosphere and improves the physical condition. Okay, then what is salt index? Salt index is basically same as equivalent basicity, but the interpretation is quite different. So what is salt index? That is the ratio of increase in osmotic potential produced by fertilizer to that produced by same weight of sodium nitrate based on relative value of 100. What is salt index? Salt index is the increase in osmotic potential. Why increase in osmotic potential? Why osmotic potential will increase? Whenever salt content of the soil increases, because whatever fertilizer we are applying, that is those are some cations or anions maybe, so they form salt. Okay, some basic fertilizers if we apply, they form salt in soil. So those salt they increase the osmotic potential of that soil. So if we calculate the equivalent to with respect to sodium nitrate, then that is known as salt index. Okay, so students, these are some of the important terminologies, important concepts in fertilizer. No doubt we will discuss in detail in next classes in fertilizer management section. So these are some of the basic idea I have gave to you. So listen it carefully, and if you have any doubt, just ask me in the comment section. See you in the next lecture. Till then, bye bye.